see. Just same old like last time. Oh, we are live. Okay, great. All right. Cool. Just trying to get some other thing going. I don't understand. I did this last time. How did I get my Ah, cool. Where's my... Just gonna give it a few minutes first. I started in super late. I'm so sorry. I had to take a quick shower. Today's just been crazy verse. Oh man. I'll go into that in a bit. I just want some people come in, you know, to the stream if they do. And if not, we'll just get started regardless. I'll just start talking, going into whatever. I just want to just set up some things real quickly. That's not what it's supposed to do. Where is my... Come on. I don't know what that is. Okay. Don't mess with that. Where did I... We'll start in a few verse. Don't worry. We're going to start in a bit. I just, I'm trying to bring my chat up. That's the thing. I have another way of doing it, but I want to be able to do it on my screen. That's why I do what I do. That's so weird. How come I can't see my frickin' chat? Let me see. No, that's not it. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's not the chat, but got the volume up. Let me see. Starting in a bit. Caption device, filter. Yeah, I got all that going. That is so whack. How the heck did... Well, who cares? Let's just get started. How's it going, Verse? How's everybody doing? I know some people still haven't gotten here yet, but I'll just start with some small talk, and then we'll just get to reacting to some stuff that's going on, whatever it is that's happening out there. First of all, Verse, I'm tired. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening today, man, and a little unexpected. Yesterday also, when it came down to the Ark in the Darkness, I'm getting pretty close to wanting to talk about something that's going to come up pretty soon, but I want to wait till we get a little closer to a specific date. I'm pretty sure some people must know what I'm talking about. If not, how? How do you not know? But yeah, Verse, I'm just a little tired. You know, but regardless, I'm hanging in there. Just watching some random stuff. In fact, let me just go to home real quickly. Yeah, I got some things to talk about today, Verse. Some really interesting things, right? And a little bit about movies or shows. I want to talk about that a little bit, you know, since there's a lot of stuff out there. But we'll get to that in a bit. Pardon me. What was I gonna... Oh. Top 10 wrestling. Oh, wrestling, okay. Wrestling movies of all time. Cool. Pardon me. Alright, great. I got my list up here, Verse. So, I said that last week we were going to be watching the top 10 wrestling movies of all time. Since last week we saw boxing movies. Well, a list. We saw a boxing list. And here, I don't think there's that much movies for wrestling. I know there's a few, but I know there's not a lot though. I think there must be like maybe five. Five, are there 10? I could be wrong. I know there's wrestling in certain movies, but I know it's not movies dedicated for wrestling. Let me see. I'll just go ahead and wind this down here. Oh, crap. Fudge sticks. There we go. And then I'm just gonna... Great. Awesome. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna give it a sec first. I want to let some people come in real quickly. Yeah, forgive me, Verse, if I'm not full energy. Like I said, I'm just kind of here and there. Let me see. Why the heck is... Okay, great. Cool. So, you know what? Let's just get to the top 10 lists of wrestling, and then I'll get into talking about some other stuff. I want to do it when people get here. But if not, it's all good. You know, we're just here to have a fun live stream, react to some stuff. So, which list? Which list should I do? We got the top 10 best wrestling movies, but that's from Watch Mojo. We got 10 wrestling movies of all time, but I don't know about that one. 10 best wrestling movies. What culture wrestling? Oh, that's okay. I know that channel. Top 10 wrestling movies ever. Oh yeah, that's Legendary. I forgot about Legendary. Oh yeah, by the way, Verse, if anybody watches this later, I'm so sorry for the way how my screen was last week. I wish somebody told me in the chat. When I was looking at my stream, I was like, wait, my screen looked like that the whole time? I had it too close, and I was like, I got so mad. I was like, great, so you guys were watching like maybe like the edge of the screen, like somewhat, like 1/3 of it. And I was like, man, I can only imagine how you guys must have been watching this, so I'm so sorry. I had no idea I had my screen too close, so that's why now I'm trying to make sure everything's legit. But, alright then. Top 10 WWE wrestlers who acted in great movies. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. That's not what I'm looking for. You know what? Fine. We'll go to What Culture. I'm down for that. What the heck? Okay, cool. Alright, Verse. Here we go.
We don't do wrestling, says Vince McMahon. We make movies. No, you make wrestling. The dudes on this list make movies. Now, this list is about professional wrestling movies as opposed to amateur wrestling movies before the prosthetic nose fans out there complain because Foxcatcher's not in the rankings. And the world of wrestling makes for some fascinating
wrestling,
fictional
not wrestling, wrestling.
After all, when the inevitable Vince McMahon biopic comes out, it'll be a film of incredible violence and sexual excess, like a cross between The Godfather, Boogie Nights, and those snuff movies that your weird friend Daz keeps trying to get you to watch. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are 10 wrestling movies that you need to see. Number 10, Ready to Rumble, aka the movie that netted David Arquette the WCW Championship. Yep, that little cunning stunt awarding a belt worn by Sting, Ric Flair, and Hulk Hogan to an actor who weighs about as much as a Guy Fawkes doll filled with tissue paper, that was enacted in part to promote this silly comedy and will live in infamy forever because of it. The film itself isn't that good, but it's an official WCW product, which means it features all your favorite stars like Sting, Goldberg, DDP, Macho Man's there, so is Oliver Platt, who we can all agree is an actor of Lex Luger quality physique. It's alright, even if it does have a scene where a poo truck crashes into a toilet paper truck. Official WCW product. Number 9, Requiem for a Heavyweight. From dumb comedy to Peabody Award-winning drama now, and Requiem for a Heavyweight, which began life as a 50s teleplay written by Rod Serling. Yep, the dude from the mother Twilight Zone, aka one of the best television writers in the history of the goddamn species. It's just a shame that the
Yeah, this was when writing used to be good. Nowadays, it's just... Oh man, I miss good writing.
he has such a disdain for the craft of pro wrestling. The film's about Mountain McClintock, a boxer who's passed his prime and essentially forced to become a wrestler with a humiliating outfit surrounded by corruption, having to perform for brain-dead fans. It's clear that the film thinks wrestling's a piece of compared to boxing, but it's still a great watch. It was adapted years later.
I mean, you know, boxing, I could be wrong, right? But, you know, I enjoy both the sports of boxing and wrestling, but in my personal opinion, I think boxing is a much more superior sport because in boxing, you can really, like, it, you know, they're fighting legitimately for real. In wrestling, are the performing, are the performers, the wrestlers, and the stunts that they do real? Absolutely. At times, you know, it's sugar-coated and you're like, I see what, okay, I get it. You know, it's, you know, they're telling a story. I get what they're doing. But the majority of the time when they make a move of some kind, they're feeling it. You know, like they're actually going through tables, they're getting hit with chairs. You know, they're smacking into each other. They're being thrown into the air. They're diving off, doing the suicide dive off the ring. Like, so wrestlers do, you know, deal with a lot when it comes down to performances. But in boxing, though, you gotta really like hardcore train, and then, you know, you go in there knowing the risks of you getting seriously hurt. You know, it's happened before. Like it's caused major brain damage. You know, concussions. You know, just huge knockouts, nerve damage, like anything you can think of. Like, boxing is a really, really intense sport. And with wrestling, you know, it's very different compared to boxing, because in boxing, there's no talking. You go in there and you just got to keep fighting for however amount of rounds you agree to and for however amount of time. In wrestling, you know, you go in there and, you know, you can get straight to wrestling, or, you know, you do a promo where you just start talking smack to each other. So, you know, it's about telling a story. So, boxing, again, number one for me. Wrestling's number two. But I do enjoy both.
Film starring Anthony Quinn and had a cameo from Muhammad Ali, and also into a British version starring a pre-Bond Sean Connery. Number 8, Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. Well, now that's a tonal shift from Emmy-winning drama straight back to dumbass comedy ass and Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. Part of that lauded pantheon of cinema that's produced such classics as Boy Scouts vs. Zombies and Cockneys vs. Zombies. They're both real. Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies features the late great Rowdy Roddy Piper, and trust me, this movie ain't no They Live, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
For the business, but production quality wise, it's a crap box with awful sound and the kind of picture quality that makes it look like it was filmed on a gothic potato. But still, it's got Matt Hardy, everything's better with him.
Do I detect a note of sarcasm?
Are you kidding me? This baby is off the charts. Right.
Jim Duggan, Shane Douglas, and Kurt Goddamn Angle ankle locking a zombie's leg off. Number 7, The Wrestler. Nope, not that one. We'll get to that one. This film's actually from the 70s, produced by and starring Vern Gagne. Yep, that Vern Gagne, WWE Hall of Famer. He ran the AWA, one of the biggest wrestling promotions in America, and he's seen as one of the industry's finest technicians. In the film, which never breaks kayfabe, by the way, all the matches are presented as legit. It's still real to me, damn it! Gagne plays an old wrestler being forced to come to terms with the fact that his time on top is coming to an end. The movie blends real in-ring footage and behind-the-scenes dramatization and f***ing loads of cameos. Ric Flair's in it, Dusty Rhodes, Billy Graham, Don Morocco, Wahoo McDaniel, Nick Bockwinkel, Pedro Morales, Dory Funk Jr., Vincent J. McMahon, the actual dad of current Vinnie Mac. He is in the film playing himself. The cast is basically Gagne's address book, and whatever you think of the film's quality, it's a pretty comprehensive snapshot of the 70s wrestling scene. Number 6, No Holds Barred.
Wow.
Oh, No Holds Barred, you psycho spawn. To connoisseurs of atrocious movies, it's a perfect cocktail of awful gurning comedy, terrible acting, awkward shots of sweaty men throwing things, and an oiled-up Hulk Hogan in the absolute snuggest of times.
during his prime.
Hogan plays Rip, a wrestler who battles the evil Zeus in a stupid match involving sparks and men going Rogark, Googark. Also, the famous Dookie scene, which is this.
What's that smell?
That is No Holds Barred in a nutshell. Over the top, violent, and insane. What
the heck was that? Wow, I never knew that.
Cult following based purely on
oh wow, that was bad.
Oh, and it's the reason why we had Hogan and Brutus.
Oh wow, that was really bad.
Savage at SummerSlam. Thank you, No Holds Barred. thank you for everything. Number 5, Body Slam. The rock and wrestling era is one of the most important in the history of WWE. The interaction between celebrities like Cyndi Lauper and Roddy Piper, Lou Albano, Wendy Richter, etc. led to a huge wrestling boom and contributed to the success of the first WrestleMania. The movie Body Slam also came out of it, with Dirk Benedict playing an ex-music promoter who becomes Roddy Piper's manager. Lou Albano's in it as a villain, as is Sam Fatu, aka the Tonga Kid, also Ric Flair, Bruno Sammartino, and Freddie Blassie. Is it good? Not really, but you owe it to yourself to watch every movie Roddy Piper's ever made, and it has some historical...
It's like, what do you think?
Wrestling in the middle of one of the hottest ever periods of the business. Number 4, Man on the Moon. The fact that the WWE Hall of Fame has a celebrity...
What are all these weird movies with these weird names?
Like,
what are you...
sticking points that stop some fans of seeing it as a legitimate institution. Think what you want about the man's style of comedy, but Kaufman's public feud with Jerry Lawler is one of the greatest works in the history of professional wrestling. The battles between the two men are documented in this Jim Carrey biopic, the whole intergender champion thing, the pile driver, the kayfabe broken neck, that famous interview on Letterman. It's a movie about Kaufman rather than wrestling, but it's a great movie and features Jerry Lawler himself slapping the mother out of Jim Carrey, which is worth the entrance price alone. Number 3, Hitman Hart Wrestling with Shadows. It seems that no internet wrestling list can ever not feature the Montreal Screwjob. It's everywhere. Try as I might to have it not appear, there's just no denying how good Hitman Hart Wrestling with Shadows is. It's a documentary following Bret Hart through the last year of his run with WWF, culminating in the Montreal Screwjob. It features rare footage inside the Hart home, with Bret discussing his disdain for the Attitude Era style programming, footage of training with the legendary Stu Hart, matches being laid out with Pat Patterson, and of course, the Screwjob itself, with exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of a furious Hart confronting Shawn Michaels, etc. It's all fascinating.
Yeah, I remember that
stuff.
match.
Number
He got
2,
cheated out
the
of it.
wrestler. Yep, the one you've heard of. Mickey Rourke was Oscar nom for playing Randy the Ram Robinson, a washed-up wrestler still putting his body through absolute hell. It's a bleak as depiction of the industry, showing wrestlers at their lowest points, flogging 8x10s and being in constant pain. Director Aronofsky said in an interview that Roddy Piper came to see the film, saw parallels of his own life, and broke down in tears that his story, the story of so many wrestlers out on the road, had finally been told. Also, it's got Cesaro in it, which is awesome, and R-Truth in it, which is...
Really? Oh, now I gotta watch it.
Heartbreaking and poignant, the movie was approved by Vince McMahon in the private screening. Then at WrestleMania 25, Mickey Rourke wore a silly hat and punched Chris Jericho. Oh. Number 1, Beyond the Mat. Like The Wrestler, except real, and simply put, Beyond the Mat is essential viewing. Another documentary, it provides a window into the lives of Mick Foley during his intensely brutal Rumble match with The Rock, Terry Funk going through one of his many retirement matches, and most famously, Jake the Snake Roberts going through hell. Seeing Jake attempting to reconnect with his daughter, being interviewed after smoking crack, and generally showing what happens when the bottom falls out for a wrestler. Check it out. It's informative, tragic, and a rare glimpse at wrestlers' lives unprotected by the WWE PR machine. A classic. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow...
Well, I'll definitely say this. It brought in a lot of wrestling movies that I didn't know. Some I really will not check out, like that whole Dookie thing. Can't stop thinking about that. That was ridiculous. Wow. I had no idea that actually happened. But the documentaries I want to see. I really like seeing the origins of stories of some of these wrestlers. If you're a wrestling fan like I am, it's always great to look back and to see how these wrestlers started out and what they had to go through. There used to be a lot of drama during the Attitude Era of WWE. There was a lot of stuff that was going on. And some of these wrestlers went through a lot of phases, like some bad phases. But regardless, okay, that was the top 10 wrestling movies of all time. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just sports in general are just so much fun. I mean, it depends on which one you're going for, but I mean, boxing, wrestling, I'm always down for. I think they're always great to watch. And honestly, The Wrestler, the very last one, I want to see that movie now. I'm very curious about that movie. But regardless of that verse, all right, we saw the top 10 wrestling movies. All right, so now that we got the list out the way, right, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I released 2 videos today. I released a video going to the movies yesterday, and then because I saw a very, very interesting documentary, and I keep saying very, very a lot, and then I did a short. Then I got this live stream. So I got a lot of things happening right now. Hey, what's up, Jelaine?
Yeah.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Turn on the light and close the door and turn the light stream.
Okay, Dad got Burger King.
Oh, okay, cool. Can you close the door? Give me 1 minute. How was it?
That's cool. Like everybody went.
It's freaking out.
Yeah, everybody went. All the kids there. They had all the stuff. It's cool. But I like talking to your parents there. Well, they're just, every time I talk to any of them, they all get weirded out. Like I told my mom, she knows. Like, I can't talk to them because they're always like on such a fake ass level. You know what I mean? So even if I say, they ask me something, I'm just like, yeah. It's like cheesy. They're cheesy.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, calm down. Somebody said we had to be friends. They're just trying so hard. Hey, Triple J, wash your hands. Crap. Like, wash your hands, okay?
You use the TV going, okay? I'm gonna be doing it later. Yeah, it's fine. I'll leave it crack open. But it's something okay? Leave this down. Yeah, fun? That's good. Alright, I'll be out in like half an hour, okay?
Yeah.
You need anything? No. Okay. Alrighty. I'm back. I'm so sorry, Verse. Forgive me. my little sister got home. If you were here in the beginning of my live stream, like I said, if I'm not very energetic right now, I had some stuff going on. Oh, we got some people here. Great. Yeah, like I said, I had some stuff going on. Sorry. I'm all over the place today, man. Like I had to do, like I was saying, I did a bunch of videos today. I got some stuff going on here at home and family, and it's just, I'm tired. But anyways, so I wanted to talk to you guys, what I wanted to talk to you about, Verse, forgive me, is that today, right, was really a thought process because, as I explained, I released a video talking about the Darkness in the Ark movie that I saw. It was a very interesting documentary. And when I went to go see the movie, I could not believe what happened yesterday, right? First of all, I was just surprised by the amount of people that came to the theater. Like, it was packed. People actually wanted to see this movie. And I think today was the last day for this movie. It's the 21st. So, yeah, it was the last day. And once we got in the movie, right, we were just sitting down, had our food, just waiting to see what we were going to see. And then right away, Verse, just problems. The movie started playing, and like I showed, if you saw the video, the lights were still on. I've never experienced that before when it came down to ever watching a movie. I've never been to a movie theater and ever had there been a technical issue of any kind. That was different. People got mad too. Like after I turned off the freaking video, right? I heard this old couple in front of me. They were like, "Aren't the lights supposed to turn off by now?" People were just like, "What's going on?" Like, she didn't we're trying to watch something. And in the documentary, it started kind of dark, right? So that's why we were like, "Can you turn off the lights? I can't see what the heck we're looking at." And then people came out immediately going to complain. And I even heard this one girl, right? This white girl, she came up. She was sitting like right next to me, like 2 seats down. And then I literally heard her tell her mom, "Hey, Mom, so I spoke to them. Just so they're going to look into it." And I was like, wow. I looked at my mom. I was like, "You know what they're doing, right?" And she was like, "I know." I was like, "You know what they're doing." And I was like, oh my gosh. That's crazy, Verse. But then speaking of theaters, right? This is what I want to talk about. So movie theaters. I don't really go to the movies as much as I used to anymore. It's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, whenever I do my best to enjoy it. I don't know, Verse. Now that we got streaming services, there's just times now where I'm kind of not really feeling it anymore. And now if a movie comes out, I just wait till it comes out now, and then I just watch it. Especially since movies, how long does a movie usually last in the theater? Like maybe a month and a half. Maybe 2 months. I doubt it, but perhaps. And then like within another month, then the movie's released. Usually out on iTunes or on a streaming service of some kind. And then the majority of movies are just out. Like a new movie that just came out that I'm gonna get ready to see pretty soon is Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think that's gonna be a really cool movie to watch. I really want to see that movie. I saw the original, and I heard that there was a huge issue over that movie because originally it was supposed to be a theatrical release. And the people got mad because I guess Amazon pulled one under them. and was like, nope, this movie's gonna be released on Amazon. So people got mad. So now if you want to see this movie, you have to go on Amazon Prime. And I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to get Amazon Prime for a bit. But then again, I'm also like, do I really want to get Amazon Prime? I don't want Amazon Prime. I'm fine with what I have. And when it comes down to the movies in general, right? There's different theaters. Like I said in my video, we got Regal, we got Century, and we got AMC. I'm not exaggerating, by the way. Don't go to AMC. Their tickets are beyond over expensive. It is freaking, it's ridiculous. Food's dramatic, tickets are dramatic, and then they spent almost an hour sometimes, anywhere from half an hour to an hour just showing previews, and then they go into the movie. And then when you see the amount of service that they give you, you're just like, it's not worth it. Me personally, I got used to going to Century, but I rather prefer Regal. I think the Regal movie theaters are really good. I highly enjoy them. If anything, they're the closest theater that are near me where I'm at right now, instead of, let's say, an independent theater. And even those are fine sometimes. At least their prices are reasonable. But the only thing that sucks about an independent theater, like one that's right here where I live, is that they only show one movie at a time. So it's not like you can go to the independent theater and select which movie, right? You can only do one movie at a time, and it depends on whatever they pick. And right now, I think they're showing the new Ghostbusters, the independent theater. So I'm just like, do I really want to go and see the new Ghostbusters? I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really into the last one. I feel like Ghostbusters kind of came and went for me. Maybe it's just me, but, you let me know if you're down to see it. Other than movie theaters, right? Films or shows. Are there any new shows anybody's watching out right now that they can recommend? Because I'm really curious. I know one show that I'm constantly watching is SWAT. I cannot stop watching that show. I love criminal investigation movies, right? And watching SWAT or FBI or 911, like those ones are cool. But SWAT though, SWAT's really, really good. I like it. What I like about SWAT is not just the action scenes or whatever it is that they do, but I like the way how they coordinate. I like how they coordinate. I like the gadgets that they use. It's really, really interesting. I really like it. So now whenever I see them do anything outside in real life, I'm like, oh, I know what they're doing. I get it, and I like that. I like shows like that. I got SWAT, Peaky Blinders. I'm gonna watch next. I'm hearing a lot of great things. My friend was highly recommending that show on Netflix, and I was like, but why? And then when I saw a preview of Peaky Blinders, I was like, oh, I see. That's a gangster show. I see what you mean. Okay, so now I'm gonna check that show out. I'm really looking forward to Peaky Blinders. I think another show that I'm really interested that I binge watched was what was it called? The Sons of Anarchy. That is a great show, Verge. If you haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, you gotta check out that show. It's as a biker, it's basically a show about bikers, but it's really intense, and they do a lot of stuff. It's like 7 seasons, but it's great. I love every single season. I was addicted. I've been watched every single season back to back, and I think the newest one that's out right now is called Mayans. With more of a Latino vibe. And I haven't checked it out yet, but I want to. I know it's out on FX. I'm trying to think of some other shows that are out right now. What are some good shows that they're showing? Top 10 streaming shows out now. Let me try that. What do we get? The Last of Us. Oh, yeah, they're making season 2 of The Last of Us. Do I really care? I really don't care. It's, it's, I don't know, man. It's just gonna make up some more crap. I rather, even like second game was garbage, but whatever. Anyways, people might disagree with me, but I don't know why people are so obsessed with The Last of Us. I mean, the games are great. I mean, well, the first game is, but the shows, it's, I don't really like them. What's that? Oh yeah, I'm hearing a lot about Ted. I haven't really bothered to watch it. I mean, it's basically Family Guy, just in real life. Let me see. Oh, what's interesting to watch right now? Oh yeah, I want to see that documentary, Quiet on Set, about that Dan Schneider guy. Oh no, what's it? Yeah, Dan Schneider. I think that's his name. He was with all those kids on Nickelodeon. I was hearing a lot of stuff about that, right? I think that that old show, Drake from Drake and Josh, they kind of had like a little bit of a back and forth, because I think the guy that played Drake, he came out talking about how he was, a attacked. I'm trying to be careful as YouTube. Attacked at one point, and now Dan Schneider came out with like an apology or something like that, and people are just kind of going at him. So I gotta watch that documentary. People are really talking about it. YouTube, Instagram, everyone's just talking about that documentary. I gotta see that. I just gotta find out where it's showing, and I think it's Netflix or. Quiet on Set documentary. Yeah, Quiet on Set, where to watch. Oh, it's on a lot of places. Oh, it's on HBO. Okay, Discovery Plus, HBO Max, YouTube, Sling TV, Amazon Prime. Oh, okay. All right, so it's easy to find. Okay, great. I'm really curious to see what they got to say in that one. I'm very curious. Because it goes to show that all the people that you loved watching when it came down to Nickelodeon were actually going through a bunch of stuff. And then obviously it's not until you're an adult, and that's when you really think about it and you're kind of going at it. I think that Dan Schneider guy was even crying, wasn't he? Like he was crying, like, I didn't mean, I didn't know. And I'm like, right. Of course you didn't. I'm like, sure you didn't. Quiet on Set. Documentary. Yeah, ex-Nickelodeon producer Dan Schneider responds to Quiet on Set. Discourages Quiet on Set documentary alleged abuse. Yeah, I heard that Josh Peck, a lot of people aren't happy with him right now. I'm hearing that a lot of people are basically coming at him because he's being really defensive. Like, he's blocking people too on Twitter and on Instagram. He came up with a video on TikTok, something about that he isn't talking to somebody, and he just kind of started freaking out. I don't know why. Man, this blew up. A lot of people are talking about this. Wow. Oh, Jenna McCarthy. Oh my gosh, I forgot about her. Yeah, it was something happened with her mom, right? Like, she hates her mom. Like, her mom died, and I think she released a book, and it was literally titled, "I'm Glad My Mom's Dead." I was unalive. I better say unalive. It's YouTube. There's certain words, and if anybody doesn't understand why I'm like so hesitant, it's because YouTube's new copyright or certain restrictions that they have. There are certain words you can't say, and if you do, you have to you have to kind of go around it. So instead of saying that word, I gotta say she's happy that her mom was unalive. And then I think she did that interview with Jada Smith before this whole drama with her went down, and was expressing why she didn't like her mom as much because she basically used her. Her mom, from what I learned, her mom always wanted to be famous, and for some reason, instead of pursuing it, she just never did. And her daughter got the opportunity, so she took advantage of her daughter. And at one point, Jenna wanted to quit, and her mom was like, "But if you quit, what are we gonna do?" Like, she basically guilt tripped her. And after she guilt tripped her, then she was like, "All right, I guess I'll stay." And she was like, "Good." And I was just like, oh my gosh, can you imagine using your kid for something that they don't want to do? That's so, whoa, wow. I'm like, man, that's great. That's creepy. I don't know if anybody's heard about that, but yeah. And if there's anything else anybody's heard about some Nickelodeon stars, I'll be down to know. I'd be happy to know. 12 disturbing allegations on Quiet on Set, the dark side of TV kids. Top 10 Nickelodeon scenes that were different. Yeah, they said that certain scenes on these Nickelodeon shows were a little dirty. I was like, what? Really? Oh, it's not a movie. It's a series. There's 4 of them, huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna watch on HBO later. I'm not gonna pay it. Yo, that's, man, we're living in clown world, verse. Things are just getting whack. I'm telling you, just super out of whack. Yeah, so we got that going on. That's happening recently. There's another show that's out right now, man, but I can't. Oh, hey, Benny. Yeah, everything's good. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. It's all good, man. It's all good, you know. Ever since Amazon, you know, you just gotta keep going. Hey, I don't know if you heard, right? I'll talk about this, right? I'll let anybody else that's watching know. Someone that was at Amazon, right? That we know, I forgot his name. He's suing him. He's suing him. Yeah, he's suing him. He ain't. He wasn't really happy with what happened, so I found out that he's suing Amazon. he got a lawyer, so he's just waiting to see if his case is going through. So I'm just like, what? So that happened. But yeah, man, doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I'm happy you're still here, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me see. What was I gonna look up? I was gonna look up something. You know what? I'm just curious. Let me see this. I want to see what people are saying.
Back to the Factor Uncensored, the 90s are considered by many to be the golden age for Nickelodeon TV shows. A new documentary tells a different story, particularly about the alleged abuse some child actors suffered at the hands of showrunner Dan Snyder.
Dan's treatment of people on his shows was an open secret.
So my lawyer filed complaints, gender discrimination, hostile work environment, harassment, and it was so devastating.
How safe can any kids be in that environment? There would be even bigger problems down the line with actual pedophiles on set.
Wow. Multiple former child actors have spoken out in the documentary, including actor Drake Bell, who says he was sexually assaulted by his former dialogue coach, Brian Peck. There was also allegations against Jason Handy, a production assistant. Joining us to talk about this, director Sean Welling, and advocate for victims of sexual abuse, Eduardo Lopez de Casa. Glad to have you here on The Factor. Eduardo, you're not surprised by this. This is what those who are looking to victimize children, they gravitate towards.
Exactly, and what is so horrible about this series that has come out is just the realization that Hollywood has not learned from its history with child actors like Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney, and Natalie Wood, Corey Feldman, Corey Hyman. They have not learned their lesson, and they're actually protecting the people that are molesting these children. Dan Schneider was actually called Nickelodeon's Golden Boy.
Yeah, he produced this Dan Snyder guy, right? He produced a lot of those popular shows. What was it called? I Sam or no? iCarly. There you go. iCarly, that Victoria show, or Victorious or something like that. I think. I think there was another one after called Cat and Sam. I remember that show because Jenna McCarthy, she said something about that. The other girl, that singer, they were doing a show together, right? It was that singer, right? She was playing like that dumb girl, and basically because she was on tour, she couldn't be there. So she talked about how that they wrote in that she got stuck in a box somehow, and that the girl who was Jenna McCarthy, she had to try to act alone with this box while the singer was out singing. And then she said she got so fed up with it that she didn't want to be there no more. She was like, why am I here working and she gets to be out? Why? Just because she's a singer? That's how I remember that show. Oh, Cat, there you go. Cat and Sam, there you go. And the girl that plays Cat, right, that singer, she didn't, I don't think she said anything, but I know Jimmy McCarthy came out saying that she didn't like her. She made like a diss music video at her or something like that. I was like, oh, wow. There was another Nickelodeon. Well, there's Drake and Josh. I never really watched Nickelodeon like that growing up. There's something else. I'm missing something else, but something happened with these shows. But the point is that, people thought that Disney had it rough, and it kind of does. But Nickelodeon, after this documentary, was just worse. It's way worse. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Well, got a lot of wrestling stuff. Yeah, Nickelodeon's done, man. I don't know how the heck Nickelodeon is going to keep going after all these accusations. Either they're going to keep going, but they're going to be on a strict, what would you call it? Observation, or it's most likely they could go down. Because there's no way you're going to have a lot of child Nickelodeon stars come out talking about the main producer, and then they're gonna just go on with no bad rep. Like, I don't know if it's going on now. I think a lot of their shows are just animated, I think, like kid shows or whatever. But I'm just saying, all these child stars that have to go through this stuff, you can tell they're mad. They're absolutely mad. So if they're going after that Snyder guy, good, go for it, man. Like, don't let him get away with it. Oh, you got Impulsive. I forget. I haven't seen Impulsive in so long. Logan doesn't. You know what? Speaking of Logan Paul, right? I don't think he's really doing much of podcasts anymore, right? I think him and his friend Mike, they're kind of just there now. They don't really do anything anymore. They kind of just Let me see. Has he released another episode or? Oh, he did today. Yeah, look at this. Usually, Logan be getting over like 1 million views. Let me see if I go way down, cause I used to watch quite a few of these. Okay, well not much lately, but yeah, look, see 3.4, 1.4, 2.4, 1.5, 2.1, 3.1. Oh, that's when everything went down with Bobby Lee. But he's funny. But yeah, now if you look right now, 40K, 900K, 471, 611. Oh, I saw the one with John Cena. That was interesting. Chris Hansen was not even half. I don't know who the hell that is. Yeah, like Logan's going downhill, man. People aren't happy with him. And I think I'm gonna say this. I think there are two main reasons why Logan Paul is going down. One, he's too freaking arrogant, man. He has this attitude where like you can tell he's just in disbelief. That when it comes down to taking blame of some kind, he can't do it. He's too arrogant. You tell him something, it's just like an excuse of some kind. And you're just like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, look, even people at your standard can be wrong about something, man. I was like, take the L. You can't always get a W and expect people not to say anything. And putting that aside, even his fiance. Oh my gosh, his fiance. Oh, dude, I think Tristan Tate, right, Andrew Tate's brother, I think he said something that was hecka messed up about her. I want to see if I could find it. Oh, man. He said something about her that was hella messed up. And then even the interviewer was laughing. I remember that. And then the second problem, other than his attitude and who he's marrying, Mike Malek. I can't stand Mike Malek. I can't. You know what? At times, I was like, I thought he was okay. But this dude is beyond freaking neutral, dude. Every time I've seen him on other podcasts answering questions between him and the beef he's got going on with George. And every time they ask him a question like, well, why do you think this is happening? Why do you think Logan did what he did? How do you feel about George? You know, like, do you think this and that? He always finds a way to weasel himself out of there. And I'm just like, dude, you're such a kiss ass, man. Like I don't got an issue with Mike, but it's like, be real, man. Stop kissing Logan's ass. But, ugh, yeah, I don't know, man. I can't stand him anymore. Tristan. Oh, my bad. Tristan Tate. I probably misspelled that. Let me see. Oh, this is the one. Here we go. I love this one.
Will you and Andrew ever fight the Paul brothers?
So if anybody doesn't know, right? George, when he did that famous podcast with Andrew Tate, he actually went to Romania and got to sit down with Andrew Tate. I was like, what? I was super into that podcast. They talked about a lot of interesting stuff. And one thing that George brought up was this idea where he said, if you were to do a boxing or an MMA fight, right? Who do you think will win? You and your brother or Logan and Jake? And then they found out about that question, and then they were talking smack about the Tate brothers. And Logan said, I think Andrew Tate will obviously be a challenge, but I think his younger brother, Tristan Tate, would be like, is the weak link. And Tristan Tate heard about that, so he bulked up, he heard the criticism, he worked on himself, and now he's asking him the question. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm curious to know what he was going to say about this.
I was asked about this. I'm in good shape now. Could I fight again? Yes. It's a difficult issue, and I guess my answer would be they need the clout and they need the money far more than us. One of them is in severe debt because he scammed a bunch of his fans, and I'm not here to on the Paul brothers because Jake I would consider a friend. I talk to him like a big brother talks to a
they
big brother.
talk, yeah.
But as for Logan saying my name, I mean, the thing is, he's had, 6 fights, lost them all, or lost all but one.
He's had 3. KSI again, and then Dylan Dennis. But even though he won the one with Dylan Dennis, he wasn't even trying. Like, he wasn't into boxing. He just did it for the money. So, I mean, I really wanted Dylan to win, but it was so disappointing. But anyways.
You know, and he pretends to be a fighter because he can garnish this kind of attention because he's a media personality. But I don't have anything to prove to people like Logan Paul. I am much older than Logan, of course, and my fight career was very, very good. I won something like 30-something of my 40-something fights. Had some very tough battles, lots and lots of wins, European titles, some losses. You know, back in the day before Instagram existed, before everything was, before I was famous, before it gained me clout. But I am known as a fighter, and I'm known as a fighter in a way that he never will be. I'm known as a fighter in the way that if you throw me in a cell with a murderer, a rapist, and 2 drug dealers, who are all members of the Romanian various gangs, people look at me and go, oh, Tate, respect. That's how I'm known as a fighter. He would have left with a higher male body count than his fiance. That's how he would have left jail. And well, he's not starting at 0. Remember that. He's not starting at 0 in that regard. So the fact that he does his backflips and takes his steroids and, you know, makes these big shows about fights, I've never said his name until now because he keeps saying my name. And the only reason I could think he's doing it is for viral hits or viral internet clips. But I have nothing to prove to him. When killers look me in the eye and they don't want any smoke and we're on cool terms, that's because I'm a fighter. And I'm a fighter in a way that he will never be. And he will never even understand. His little brother, Jake, is a fighter now. I will give him that title. Not that it's mine to give. But I'm not interested in Logan Paul or anything he says about me. It doesn't keep me up at night. I'm very strong, I'm very fit. My shoulder is now fully recovered. Could I fight again? Yes, he needs it more than me. I don't have debts I need paying off.
Basically, he's just roasting Logan Paul. And he did it massively with his fiance. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna be real. I don't know why he's marrying her. I don't know what he sees in what's her name, Nina. I think that's her name. I'm not gonna talk smack because people did it way before I have, and even continuing. But I'm just saying. Even Logan, I remember he said something about that. Part of the reason why he feels that people are really iffy about her is because she's not from here. She's from somewhere else, I think. I forgot where. And that her visa is about to expire. But if she marries Logan, her visa comes back. I'm like, hello? Like, Logan, what are you thinking? Come on, man. Like, so I don't know, man. It's just something's not right. But, dude, Logan's going to get dissed every single time it comes to his fiance, man. Because that girl is just... She ain't in. I don't know what he sees in her, man. But good luck, man. That's your money. It's just not going to happen, dude. But yeah, that burn, oh my gosh, dude, that was funny. He was like a bigger body count than your fiance. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what, man. The Tate brothers are funny. You know, they talk a lot of smack, but they're funny. I'll give them that. But yeah, I mean, Logan Paul just going back to talking about him though. I don't really think that he's doing that well anymore, you know? I mean, I'll give him credit when he's in a pay-per-view for WWE. Is he enjoyable to watch? Yeah, I'll give it to him because he can actually bring it. But when he's outside of that, it's just the same thing, you know? It's the same old Logan Paul. And I'm just like this dude, like, I don't know why, like, something else is going to come eventually. I don't know why. And then, like I said, Mike Malek, I can't stand it. That dude be going on rants on Twitter, like, left and right. Like, he can't, like, if you try to correct him, he gets butthurt. I think he even walked off an interview. Wasn't it his one friend? I forgot his name. Jeff? Yeah, wasn't it Jeffrey something? He was in a podcast with them, and then he left. Logan Paul, Mike Malek. Something like that, I guess. Yeah. Mike had like the night shift vlogs, but I just stopped watching him because before he would just bring on a bunch of random specific type of women, and I was like, I was like, all right, Mike. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you could tell they're famous, but they're just going downhill. Like, not much is really happening there. The only videos I like about what Mike Malek did in his vlogs were his burgers. You know, the ones where he would go to certain places and try out different burgers. I like that. I was like, cool. When it comes to food, I like food. But when it comes to, like, other crap, I'm just like, dude, shut up. I'm like, just don't talk, please. I can't stand him. Other than that, though, Verse, I mean, that's just... Yeah, this is it. Mike Malek explains what happened on Jeff. Yeah, okay. That was it. Let me see. Oh, okay. Alright, got a few more minutes, Verse. Have I seen the new video of Beetlejuice? Wait, what? Is it out? Let me see. I didn't even know. Oh, mother... Oh, did they release a trailer? Oh, no, it's a teaser. Oh, that's why. Alright, here, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Let me see. I want to see if they show Johnny Depp. I know he's in this movie.
Daylight come and we want to go. Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we want to go.
Oh, I know that. Okay, I get it.
Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day, me say
The juice is loose.
Woo! That's his age. Man, Tim Burton's on a roll. Man, he's got the Wednesday show going on, I believe, and then now he has this. I think Wednesday should be coming out of it very, very soon. I think they're already working on that. But Beetlejuice. That's what it's called? Beetlejuice? Okay. I don't know what to say on that one. That's a weird title. But alright, my thoughts on the teaser. It's fine. I'm gonna mute it. I don't want to risk getting copyrighted. But I think it's really interesting. You know, I haven't seen Beetlejuice in quite some time, but I am curious to know where they're gonna go for it. My only question is, if this becomes successful, are they gonna make a third one? They could. They could. I know one thing about Tim Burton that I really like is that man, that dude's off the walls, man. Like, he's very creative. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Wednesday season 2 is gonna be. And now he has Beetlejuice. I think one thing I haven't seen him do in a while is Alice in the Wonderland. I like the first one. The second one was but I like this. You know, obviously you want to see more, but it's a teaser, so obviously it's not gonna be a lot. And Michael Keaton, man, like, it's weird. Like, you would think that he wouldn't be doing much, but he's doing a lot. He's doing a lot. I like Michael Keaton as an actor. It's like I want to see more, but I think they could release a trailer. No, I don't think. Oh, it's right after. It's in September. Okay. If this is a teaser, probably in a few weeks they might show the actual full trailer. I don't know. I gotta see a little more so I can really get what it is they're gonna be doing. Like, okay, you bring back Beetlejuice because the first movie was what, right? They needed help, so they needed Beetlejuice to help him out, but he was overdoing it, right? And they needed to get rid of him. Like, what's the second one? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, what are they, like? Is Beetlejuice just loose or? Oh, cool. But like, is Beetlejuice loose or like what? That's my thing. What do you think about the new movie of Godzilla? Okay, I'll answer that in a bit. Before I do, so Beetlejuice, I'm just kind of curious to know what Beetlejuice is going to be used for. Like, did Jenna Ortega's character accidentally... Did I say her name right? Well, basically, the late actress, did she let him out by accident? Or, like, is he trying to provoke her into setting him free again? That's what I want to know. Now, when it comes to Godzilla... Godzilla and Kong New Empire. Let me see. What? Oh, no, wait. No, that can't be real. No way. Alright, I'll give you guys my thoughts on the whole Godzilla movie. So, Godzilla New Empire. I think it's gonna be a good watch, don't get me wrong. I don't want to say it's gonna look stupid and then it's like, I watched it and I'm like, hey, I liked it. I only saw the first trailer, and I want to leave it at that, because the other trailers, they spoil things all the time, and I'm so sick of them spoiling things in the trailers when you could just do it in the movie. But when watching the film, right, I think it's a little only because I felt like after they did the first Kong and Godzilla movie, right, after they fought, I think they should have them done their own movies, right? And then maybe after like a few more movies and bring them back again. But they did it again immediately, and I'm just like, guys, we just had Godzilla versus Kong, look, in 2021, like barely 2-3 years ago, so you're doing another one? It's like, come on. But one thing that I really do want to see so badly is Space Godzilla. I want to see Space Godzilla so bad. When it comes down to Kong, I will say I think it'll be interesting to see that there are other, I don't think they're Kongs, but just different apes down there, and there's obviously a much bigger and stronger one. But seeing these guys fight together again, and I think they might fight each other for a minute, I'm just like, we've seen this before. I mean, okay. I like the Godzilla movies, but if you're gonna just do the same idea over and over, then I really don't care. Alright, but what about Deadpool? Oh, Deadpool. I forgot about Deadpool, yeah. Let me see. Deadpool 3. Yeah, so the title. Let me start with the title. Deadpool and Wolverine? I don't like the title. You shouldn't put Wolverine in it because even though, don't get me wrong, it's obvious Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine, and I'm excited about that because I don't know who else can play Wolverine. But I don't think you should have put it in the title because then that spoils the surprise, even if we already know what it is. I'll play the trailer, but I'm gonna leave it on mute. I think it's good. I'm really happy because for anybody that doesn't know, Ryan Reynolds, he made sure that Deadpool was going the way how he wanted it to be, right? Kevin Feige, who did all the Marvel movies, he was doing too much, man. I don't know what happened, how you started off so great, and then after a while you just went off the walls. I think, in my personal opinion, I feel like Kevin Feige's kind of burned out, and yet he's still making these movies. I don't know why. I think that they should just end some of these stories and just leave it alone. Don't do another reboot, because we're so superheroed out. I'm just so sick and tired of superhero movies. But Deadpool, you know, the first one was great. The second one was okay. It was fine. This one, I could tell is going to be enjoyable. But I think after Deadpool 3, I think you should leave it alone. There's just too many problems with Disney right now and with Kevin Feige. I mean, guys, people are already mad because they released that new X-Men 97 animated series. And some people obviously want to see it because it's X-Men, and some people are against it because of what the lead writer did. They even fired the lead writer that made the show because I found out that he was making an OnlyFans account. I was like, did this creator of the X-Men really make an OnlyFans? Where do you hire these people? Oh my gosh. Are you going to see Roadhouse? Yes, if you saw my stream in the beginning, I talked about it. I'm going to see Roadhouse. I want to see that movie. I want to say check out the original, but I mean, if you haven't, it could be a reboot. I don't know. Maybe a more updated version. But yes, I want to see Roadhouse. That's going to be a badass, manly movie. I want to see Roadhouse. But when it comes down to Deadpool, I think after Deadpool 3, I really won't care anymore. Anything that comes out with Marvel, I'm just, I don't care. I'm just going to keep an eye out for DC because since it's, what's his name, James Gunn, I'm already hearing a lot of good things about the script, even though I'm super burned out. But regardless, I mean, as long as it's good content and there's no script about sending you a message of some kind, I'm happy. just keep it good, and I hate that title. Just keep it good and simple. Let me see. In Roadhouse, I'm gonna be real. I wasn't expecting Jake Gyllenhaal to be the main character. I didn't believe it at first. Oh, here we go, Roadhouse. Yeah, I was like, Jake Gyllenhaal? Really? But then I was like, well, you know, I could see it. He's a good method actor, you know. He really goes on top.
I just slapped you. Are you alright? What?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. yeah, like I said, I'm gonna see this movie.
No one ever wins a fight.
It just says it is on Amazon Prime. I'm like, why Amazon?
This ain't the Holiday Inn, pal.
I'm moving.
A friend of mine suggested I come talk to you. I own a roadhouse out in the Florida Keys.
Roadhouse.
It's gonna attract the wrong clientele. I can pay you good money. Judging by your car, you need that.
Well, I like my car.
Think about it.
I know who you are. Elwood Dalton. Big fan, man.
You guys got a knife under his shirt. You just take a big step back and pop me in the face. You can do it. Tell me about this fountain.
Yeah, it's all nice, like he's Mr. Rogers or something, but then he'll haul off. Really interesting guy, overall. Rand wants to take the roadhouse away.
Ooh, he fit.
He wants to build some resort.
I should warn you. People have a certain way of getting things done around here.
Conor McGregor.
Hey, fellas. Looks like you're having a smashing night. I got a tip for you. Don't let no one get this close.
I want to see that fight so bad.
Tell me to get out of town.
I get the impression that he can't be threatened.
Once Knox is on the job, it's over, baby.
It takes a lot to get me angry, but when I am, I just can't let go. People seem a little aggressive around here.
Dude, it's so over the top. There's what movie reminds me of this? It was a recent action movie. I think it had John Cena in it or something like that, but it's over the top, but it's Roadhouse. That's the point, right? It's just supposed to be mindless aggression, action, and stuff. Like, heck yeah, dude. What about the new Ghostbusters movie? I'll be real, I don't care. I really don't care about the new Ghostbusters movie. I even heard it's not doing really well. I actually heard that the box office right now for Ghostbusters 2, that new reboot, it's not doing well at all. And I'm like, I can see why. I think this is just me. I think certain franchises work during its time, and it should just be left alone. Ghostbusters, I think after that 2016 movie, I think that's what killed it. And then, they kind of made it a lot better with these new ones. Don't get me wrong, it's way better than that 2016 one with all the women. But it's kind of like like you care about it or you don't. It's one or the other. I really don't care. But at least they're doing it justice. I'll give it that. But I really don't care for Ghostbusters. I mean, if I come across it, I come across it. But if I don't, it's one of those movies where it's like, I ain't missing anything. I mean, I know what they're doing. They're trying to do a trilogy. So right now, good luck because it's just not happening right now in theaters. Ghostbusters is for me. But Roadhouse. I gotta see Roadhouse. Come on, Verse. You guys gotta see Roadhouse. If you don't see Roadhouse, why not? Why?
One in front of yours?
No, I just broke his arm.
It had to be on Amazon Prime of all. Why? Why Amazon Prime? Couldn't it be on HBO? I would have watched it if it was on HBO, man. Bruh. Oh, reviews already out on Roadhouse? Please be good. I don't want to watch the reviews even. Even if it's not spoiled, I want to watch the reviews. I want to watch the movie. I really want to watch the movie itself. But Jake Gyllenhaal, man, he's a good actor, dude. Like, Jake's a really good actor. I do hope he continues to keep going, man. I think he actually went to a legitimate he went to a legitimate MMA event. And Conor McGregor, I've never seen Conor McGregor in a movie before. I want to see how he does. He looks like he's doing pretty good. Joe Rogan asked McGregor, is acting harder than combat? You know what? What time is it? Oh, wow, okay. Let me see, I want you to be nice. Yeah, I remember that saying, I want you to be nice. Oh, wow. Training for the movie?
Hi, I'm Jason Walsh. I'm coming to you from my studio Rise Movement in Los Angeles, California, to talk to you about Jake Gyllenhaal and the training that we did for Roadhouse.
When I received the news that Jake got the role for Roadhouse, I was eager to sit down with him and get his vision and expectations.
What we're doing is real.
Yeah, look at your stomach.
Never been done before. It's real. Don't mess around. And don't do this at home.
Can you imagine the strict diet that he had to be on to get that physique? Dude, like, whoa, you know, that's a lot of discipline. Could I do it? Yeah, if they paid me a certain amount, I would. You know, if I did a project and I almost did, I was so freaking, so close to almost getting a role. I don't know if I can talk about it yet, but I almost did. I almost, where it was a military movie. And legitimately, right, one of the things that I had to do for this role was that I had to get a physique within a certain amount of weeks because, you know, we were playing Marines. And I ended up not getting the part because the uniform didn't fit. And I was like, what? I got so mad. Even the director was like, just so you know, we didn't get you because of your performance. You were great. We just couldn't get you because we had already ordered the size for the last actor. And he left the project for whatever the reason, and we already got it in his size, and I'm an extra large. For some reason, this dude was a medium. I was like, what the what? And then the director was like, hey, so can you fit a medium? And I was like, dude, no way. I was like, I'm sorry, man. If it was a large, I could give it a shot, but a medium, that sure would be over my belly button. But, yeah, it's, you know, you win some and you lose some. I'm in the middle of trying to do something else right now. You know, I'll say that. That's why I didn't upload a short yesterday. By the way, new short today, so check it out, you know. But, yeah, that's why I didn't upload a short yesterday. I'm still in the process of dealing with something right now. So I'll just leave it at that. But, yeah, Verse, I'm getting it going. I'm getting it going, man. But other than that, though, Verse, I mean, you know, it just goes to show this is what actors have to do when they're doing a role of some kind. For something like Roadhouse, you know you're going to have to get ready to give up foods or sodas or whatever it is you like to eat or drink. But regardless of that, Verse, thank you so much for watching. You know, it's been about an hour, a little over an hour. Again, please know that I do live streams every week on Thursdays at around 7. You know, talking about whatever, reacting to whatever, answering questions. If you guys have any Q&As or anything like that, like I just did right now, happy to do so. If you guys, before I go, does anybody have any questions, anything you guys want to chat about? I'm totally down, you know, and if not, it's totally cool. Again, every week at 7 on Thursdays, you know, because again, it's for me to interact with you guys, to be closer, and, you know, to just, you know, just interact with you guys, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make this really a weekly thing, and like I said, if it goes pretty well, then I'll do it more than once a week. I'll be happy to. But yeah, Verse, I got a lot of stuff going on right now. I was going to do a video reacting to some of these other trailers, but I basically did it now, so it's totally cool, you know, just talking about this. There is one passion project video that I do want to do, but that's for later. But regardless of that, Verse, I mean, if that's, I'm just checking the chat real quick. Is that it? Yeah. All right, cool. Well, Verse, I mean, if that's it, then I just want to, wait a minute. Whoops. Alright, cool. Well, Verse, if you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for more content as always. Look forward to the next stream, Verse, and with that said, I really appreciate you guys watching my content. Really, you guys have been a lot to me, and I'm very grateful to you all. You know, I've been uploading a lot, and I'm totally happy about that, man. I put in a lot of effort into the videos that I do, talking about the things that I talk about, just trying to keep you guys up to date, you know, just putting my opinions out there, and just, you know, just sticking on to social media. Again, for you guys to really see what it is I got going on. I mean, other than Instagram, I mean, definitely follow me on my Twitter, @theangelman_. That's where I mainly am very active on my Twitter sometimes. And if you want to follow me other than YouTube, then you can always go there. Again, @theangelman_. And again, new live stream every Thursday at 7. If you guys want to come check out, I was a little late today, but other than that, though, Verse, I appreciate your guys' time. You guys mean the world to me. And with that said, I'll see you on the next live stream. Take it easy, Verse, and have a good night. Laters.